Did you feel like you made a bad decision or the wrong decision? Well, guess what? After you know this stuff that I'm going to tell you, and by the end of this video, you are going to be so sure about the choice that you made, and you're going to know going forward how to make the right choices all the time. First, the premise, the first thing with all of this stuff, realize that the wrong choice, saying something is a wrong choice, or saying something isn't the right choice, are both limiting beliefs. That's it. So when you have said limiting belief, you shift said limiting belief. And I talk about how to do that in other videos. In the link in the description below, I show you how to do that too. So when you shift the limiting belief, you're going to shift the emotion that comes with it. Because when you have a belief, you have an emotion that is tied to it. So once you shift the belief, the emotion that is tied to it shifts just with it. So then once we shift that belief to every choice I make is right, I'm making the right choice, I always make the right choices, every choice works out for me, any slew of replacement positive beliefs, guess what? You experience it differently because you're going to feel good about it, right? If you shift the belief and you still feel anxiety, that's because you have a belief that is there that is telling you that it is safer to be wrong than to be right. It is safer for you to believe that you're wrong. So ask yourself, why is it safer for me to believe that I'm wrong? Then that's going to reveal to you what the belief is. You shift that belief and then you're going to feel better. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel like you're making the right choice. So, and understand that any choice that you make, any choice, listen, if you are at work and you're like, you know what? I quit. I'm doing what I'm passionate about, what I love to do. Okay? That right there, that's a choice you made. All right? That choice has no actual meaning. Like it doesn't have a meaning that a universal meaning that it's right. There's no universal meaning that it's wrong. You give everything the meaning and you experience it that way. So now it's your choice. Okay, how do I choose to what meaning do I choose to give this? Okay, I choose, you start experiencing it like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know why I did that. Things are not working out for me. My parents are going to be so bad. Okay. So you experience that as the wrong choice because you have a meaning that you gave it being the wrong choice or not the smart choice. Has that happened to you? Let me know in the comments below. Is this your type of situation where you're just like, oh my gosh, she's talking right to me? But also, there is that other route you can go where you can own the choice that you made and be like, okay, this choice is freedom. This is freedom. I feel freedom. I have so much time and energy to do the things that I absolutely love to do and start my business, the things that I'm passionate about that lights me up all the time. Do you see? Those two different beliefs have different feelings that come with it, different thoughts that come with it. Now, it's okay. You're human. You know, if your first instinct is to act, the first way that I said, that's okay. It's all right. You don't have to disown yourself because of that. And just because you felt that way does not mean that it's going to continue to be a negative experience. No, that can change literally in the next 5 minutes. All you have to do is the same thing, which would be, is what I told you initially. Why does it feel safer to be wrong or feel like this is the wrong choice? Why is it safer for you to believe that? Okay, once you shift the limiting belief you have, well, boom, you're going to be right on this side again. Boom. That's how it goes, right? So then you're going to experience things that make you feel freedom and feel happy and feel good. That's how it works, y'all. So I don't care what choice you made. It's always the right choice. Believe that. It's always the right choice, because any choice that you make can lead you to your manifestation, lead you to your goal. Every single one can do that. Every one of them. I don't care if it's the most roundabout way in the world. It can lead you to it, because you have to remember that all realities exist at one time. They all exist. So if you say this is the wrong choice, but then you shift the limiting belief, boom, it's the right choice. Automatically you shift into that reality. There is no long drawn out process. You shift that limiting belief within 5 minutes and boom, you're there. You're there. You're in that reality where it's right. So when you understand it like that, you're going to realize, wait a minute now. And you start thinking about the choices that you made in the last 30 days. Matter of fact, that's what I want you to do right now. Get a notebook paper, or a piece of paper. Write down, or the ones that you can recall, in the last 30 days, the choices that you made that felt wrong. Okay? Write those down and start taking inventory of how many times that you thought or you believed it was wrong, and now you can shift it. You can shift it. Those can be the right choices. And guess what? You have, and for the sake of just, talking and linear speaking and things like that, you have a new past and a new future. Even though that stuff doesn't exist either, but we're just speaking, I guess metaphorically. But you have a new past and a new future. Anytime you have a perception shift, you're in a new reality. You are a new person. Don't you feel like a new person? I know it happens to me where it's like, okay, so I'm reading that book, Calling in the One, right? And in that book, I've done that course 3 times already. 2 times prior to this time. 2 times. But me doing it this time, I'm like, wait a minute now. Did I even do any of this work before? Like the steps in it? I don't remember that. I don't. That is a key sign that you are a new person in a new reality. It feels new. When you watch a movie and you're just like, wait a minute, I didn't see this part before. There you go. There's your proof. That's a noticeable change, a noticeable difference that you can tell, like, oh, well, dang, okay, this is a new reality, right? I had a perception shift. That's fine, and that's good, because you're changing all the time. But now you're just becoming more self-aware of these reality shifts that you're going through, and that's a natural thing. So I don't care what choice that you have made today, yesterday, in the last 30 days, that choice was right. It was right. You, precious, are always right. And I like to say it like this. You are the queen of your reality. Whatever you believe goes. You're the queen. Start owning it. Tell yourself, I'm the queen of my reality. Own it. Okay? When you own that power, guess what happens? You start to see manifestations pop up, in the abundance and the support and the guidance constantly coming to you. You are the queen of your reality. Own it, accept it, love it unconditionally. Because that's how it is. You get to experience the things that you believe, y'all. You experience it in the way that you believe, right? You can experience work as something that is wasting your time, that you don't enjoy, that makes you miserable. Or you can view it as a stepping stone to doing the things that you love, the things you're passionate about. If you make the choice to quit your job, you can have the belief of things aren't going to work out for me. Okay. And then you'll experience financial turmoil and, a slew of things. Or you can experience it. You can give it the belief that this was the right choice. I like that one. And then you can experience things unfolding abundantly, like, and you're supported the entire time abundantly, right? Let's say that you got fired from your job, right? Doesn't seem like it was your choice, but it happened. It's a circumstance. Now, you give the meaning to that situation. So, do you choose to give it the meaning, the belief that things are crashing down? My life is falling apart? Okay, well, that's how you're going to experience it, as your life falling apart. And you may experience financial issues. You may experience something, just a lot of different things going wrong. But if you choose to give it the belief and the experience, the meaning of this shows me that I'm meant to be pursuing my passion. Then you go pursue said passion. And it just feels so effortless. It just feels so easy. And you find that you are financially supported through the entire thing. And you're given the guidance through the entire thing. And everything works out for you. Because that's your experience. But if you chose the one on the left, you can always choose the one on the right 5 minutes later. That is up to you. That is your power. You are 100% responsible for your behavior, for your reactions, for your emotions, and yes, for your thoughts, because you choose whether you want to buy into that thought and give that thought energy, because that thought is only tied to a belief that you have, whether it's positive or negative. That is tied to that. So you choose what beliefs that you have. You choose them. You choose the ones that you want to be activated for you, right? So if you have a belief of, life isn't easy, and then you have the thought come through of you going to go pay for something, but it turns out that you don't have enough for it, you're responsible for that. You're responsible, because then you're going to have an emotion that comes with it. But if you can look at that thought and just be like, I don't have to give that thought the meaning of this is my life. I can give that thought the meaning of I have choice. I have free will. You're responsible for all that stuff. Because guess what? At the end of the day, what you're going to be shown is you. You. Every single thing in your reality, every single situation, every single circumstance is just going to reflect to you your beliefs. Even when you step into the unknown, okay, you just quit your job, you just got fired from your job, you just started a family, you just, started your business, okay? It's unknown, it's scary, oh my gosh. Yes, and we know feeling fear is a emotion, which means what? It stems from a limiting belief. Okay, so when you feel that stuff and you're stepping into the unknown, you know what you're going to be shown all in the unknown, in that change, what you're going to be shown? Your beliefs. That's it. And when you look at it that way, it's like, dang, this stuff is actually really simple. You're only going to be shown your beliefs. That's it. So what are you going to do with that? Start asking yourself that. What are you going to do with that? Own your choices, take accountability, and have the self-awareness of your emotions. And make it that easy for yourself. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video and having that piece of information really marinate with you. And something really exciting that I'm just so excited to talk about, y'all, is that I have a challenge coming out, right? It is coming out today. And that challenge is manifest 10K in 21 days. This challenge is so exciting, y'all, and it's so fun that it's just like, oh my gosh. So it's manifest 10K abundance in 21 days. Yes, you are going to learn from A to Z how to do this. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited because you're going to walk away from this knowing that higher self energy, being able to follow it. So you shift into the reality of having money, of receiving abundance and gifts and things that resonate with you. You're going to realize how abundantly supported you are through every single choice that you make. Talking about the choices earlier that I was saying, whether you got fired from your job, whether you voluntarily quit your job, whether you're getting a promotion, whatever the case is, whatever choice you made, whatever choice you're making to start your business, your dream business that you absolutely love. Or maybe you're stepping into a new era of your business that you're just like, oh my gosh, this is the unknown. It doesn't matter. Anything. You're going to realize how abundantly supported and guided you are. And now I'm not that type of person that's just going to give you like, okay, do this technique and, do 369 and that's it. No, what I'm showing you through this is how to follow that guidance that you get. So you shift into the reality and you make the right choices every single time without efforting into it. You don't have to effort into it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, listen, what I did today with the abundance of time and the abundance of freedom that I have and the abundance of energy, I woke up today, I was like, oh, what am I excited to do? What am I excited to do? And it was like to go to the coffee house early in the morning. Like, what was it? Like 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. Okay, it was to go there and do what? What am I excited to get? A matcha latte and some pumpkin bread, some vegan pumpkin bread. So I did that. And then I read one of my favorite book right now, which is The Wealth Money Can't Buy. I went through like 3 or 4 pages of that book and then boom, I got some inspired action that came through. It gave me all the steps and everything, the layout for today. I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. And so it was to make this video and to make that challenge. And you know what, actually, let's call that acceptance. It's the acceptance. The 10K abundance in 21 days acceptance, because you're accepting that money. You're accepting the abundance that comes to you. You're accepting the gifts. You're accepting everything because all of it is made in your energy. And this is a desire that you are excited about. So guess what? You're going to experience it as something exciting. Aren't you ready? Aren't you ready to finally be like, okay, I am ready to manifest $1,000. I'm ready to manifest $10,000. I'm ready to have the abundance of time. I'm ready to have the abundance of freedom. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to wake up to money? Are you ready to wake up to abundance? Being supported, the things that you desire just being given to you. I mean, like I said, you're the queen of your reality. What do you want? What are you excited about? That's the way to like when you wake up like that and say, what am I excited to do? Guess what? You're tapped into that higher mind energy, right? So when I got those steps, the layout for things, I was like, okay, so now what am I excited to do? To go to the park and to do some breath work. Like in the grass, do some breath work. I felt so amazing. And then I got more inspired action to make a live on TikTok and then make this video. And it's the order of things, y'all. It's the order of the things being done too. So I coach you and guide you on the way to get the steps, the exact right steps for you to have that 10K abundance. And I give you and I show you how to get the right order of that by tapping into that higher mind energy, that higher self energy. So that you're not going to have to look around everywhere and be like, well, what do I do? I don't know how to manifest this money. I don't know how to start my business. I don't know how to do X, Y, Z. You don't have to know how. You're not going to even be thinking about the how anymore after this. That stress of thinking how something's going to be done, the frustration of trying to figure it out, that's going to be a thing of the past. because you're going to be tapped into that higher mind, higher self energy so that you're always getting the right step. It's effortless. There is no running up against the wall type thinking anymore and trying to figure it out and trying to plan for 1,000 days. You don't have to do that. Like, stop thinking. Relax. You don't have to do it anymore. So if you are ready to do this, you're like, yes. And remember what I talked about with decisions, y'all, and choices that you make, how to make the right decision. Do you feel excited about this? After everything that I just told you, do you feel excited? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel like, oh, I'm really curious about that? That's your next step. This acceptance, this 10K abundance in 21 days acceptance, this is your next step. It's your next step. That's that's your first little pre-work, I should say, of realizing and having the self-awareness of that higher mind, higher self energy. So if it rubs up against a limiting belief, let's say that you were excited when I said that at first, but then you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. Like, that right there is a limiting belief. You got the inspired action, but now it's rubbing up against a limiting belief because that's what it naturally does. So you shift the limiting belief that you have, and then you're going to feel good about the choice that you make. Do you see where I'm going with this? Every single choice can lead you to your desire, okay? But you have to follow the steps. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, this but acceptance. I'm going to be talking about it for the next 7 days. Each day, the price is going to go up. So today it is $99 to be a part of this. And this is the only time that it's going to be $99 for the next 24 hours, $99, then it's going to go up in the next 24 hours, the next 24 hours, and so forth. So if you are ready to change your life, change your mindset, make life easy and effortless for yourself, you can go in the description below and you can sign up for it today because y'all, we are coming in hot with it. We are coming in hot. I'm giving you every day, you're going to get some inner development for yourself to do. And you're going to get a video that goes along with it. And then guess what? You're going to do it. And in this group though, you're going to get the group that comes along with it. So you have that support, right? So you can ask your questions in there. And it'll be it's a very high vibe group, y'all. And it's so fun. You're going to be getting insight and guidance from an expert, a manifestation coach, so that you can, and at the end of the day, y'all, I'm helping you realize your power so you don't go give it away to anybody, right? You realize your power. You realize your connection with this higher self, higher mind. So you don't have to go fishing for answers out of anxiety and out of desperation. You're going to know, oh, okay, boom, I got the call. I got the next action. Let's do it. It can be that easy. It gets to be that easy. And I'm showing you how to make it easy like that. So I appreciate you for watching this video, y'all. The link is in the description below so that you can sign up for that today. And today, for the next 24 hours, it's only $99. After that, it goes up. So, make your choice. And you know what we said about choices. So I'll see you in the next video.